Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid, rules can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So we do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes to help you understand why your person's doing what they're doing, why you're attracting that person into your life. How do you shape shift the energy and quantum jump into a reality that you would rather experience? Because there's many different realities that play out at one time. Your level of consciousness depends on what a lot of times the experiences that you went through, because again, that's how your core beliefs are built. But the problem is that when we've gone through traumatic experiences and we form habits and behaviorisms that are aligned with that perceived trauma, a lot of times it's those habits and behaviorisms that sabotage us, especially I feel like for a person that you're connected to. Again, that's what karmic connections are. Karmic means learned. We associate it with bad because when you're dealing with a person that is coming from a low vibration, their habits and their behaviorisms are not in alignment with that person's true self, their higher self, the love part of self. They actually are, rejecting parts of themselves, detached from parts of themselves, disassociated from parts of themselves. So the soulmate, any soulmate, the universe is using that soulmate, whatever the soulmate is, to come in to create awareness to help the individual see what's blocking them and to also to shape shift the energy again to see a different reality. And that means that we have to do something different. But again, trauma creates neurological pathways, creates a lot of automatic behaviorisms that when we are triggered, we react from, again, that level of consciousness. But it's that level of consciousness, like I said, that keeps us blocked, blocked from experiencing any other realities and really keeping us stuck in a place of limitation, disempowerment, again, just out of alignment with our true self. And the true self is a higher self, and that's the God part of self. I always like to explain a little bit before I jump into a reading all the time because I get new people on all the time. And as a shadow reading, it's not so much about whether the person comes back. A lot of times they do. It's more about, again, the inner workings of that person, meaning emotionally, psychically, and mentally, what's going on with that person. So you can make the best decisions for yourself and not just make the best decisions, but like I said, heal the effects of your trauma because every relationship that we don't learn from that is traumatic creates an energetic imprint on the subconscious mind. And that is what then becomes the energy vibration. The amygdala job, which is a gland inside of our head, its job is to sense out outside stimuli that corresponds with any trauma. So getting into a relationship from being in a toxic relationship is difficult enough. But then once you're in the actual connection, then it almost feels impossible because we see what we look for. And unconsciously, the mind, the reptilian mind, will look for outside threats that correspond with any remembered trauma. And again, all those traumas are stored within the subconscious mind. So the mind remembers all of them. We are not conscious of the habits and behaviorisms that we've created from them a lot of times, again, because it comes out within automatic behaviorisms. So, again, healing isn't just about the awareness, it's about embodying the new consciousness. Otherwise, we haven't fully healed because healing requires seeing yourself differently. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, meaning that you have to embody the new consciousness. Okay, I always like to tell people again. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, but I've been pulling three, but you only have to write the one word. Um, and it's the underlying energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. I've been pulling three because the storyline has been kind of like the same. Someone has been really stuck in a situation with a karmic. So when someone's been stuck, it's usually because they've been in a karmic contract, and that's what we've been seeing. So again, going a little bit deeper helps. Obsession, card number one. Card number two, clear family karma. Okay, and I said I was pulling three, damn it. Where's the other deck? Well, maybe I'm just pulling two. I guess I'm just pulling two. Don't know where I got three from. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. Um, so clear family karma. We're going to pull from the top then. Again, knowledge and wisdom, soulmate connection. Again, that higher wisdom, sacred geometry, that's a language of the universe because that's a language of God. And again, when we meet our soulmate, it's like just a knowing, it's again another language of the universe, which is claircognizance, which is clear knowing. Is when we're in alignment and it feels right and we're balanced. So again, there is this energy that you are connected to a soulmate that does feel like home, that does feel like love. And I feel like you're in separation from them. And the irony is, I feel like at one time in the beginning of the connection, you really were like into this person, you really like this person. I don't think that you're someone that expresses your emotions, but I feel like due to the fact that you and this person have a very strong psychic connection, ESP through the heart and mind, again, the language of the universe, this person could feel your energy on them. Now, P.S., they wouldn't be able to feel their energy on them unless they were open to you and also focused on you. They just felt your energy on them, like your energy is very intense where I don't think you know your power. It's again, you're more of you're quiet and you again are someone that's very conservative when it comes to like expressing your feelings. Like you're not one of those girls or guys that are going to send naked photos, that you're not going to lead with, hey, let me like come over, or again, something provocative. That's not who you are. This person had, again, deals with energies like that. They see the difference. So they could tell you really had feelings for them at one time. I feel like you cut your energy and now the energy's flipped. Now, this person's thinking of you. Now, why did you let go? Why did you let go? We're going to see. Again, this person wanted to act like they were better than you. They wanted to act superior. And that almost means like there's two sets of rules. Almost like they have more money, they had better job, that more maybe more stable financially. So this person perceived that they were better than you. They actually perceived that they were a better catch than you, and thinking that you were like unaware of like your worth on top of it. So what we see is that, they acted very arrogantly. They breadcrumbed again, where you felt like to be with this person, they constrained you because they weren't really giving you anything. But when you would like try to lay any type of boundary down of how you wanted to be treated, this person would feel constrained in the relationship, which we know that means that they had major commitment issues, which understand this person, like when they get into a relationship, they tend to victimize the person that they're with. And it's they victimize because they don't really want to be in an equal give and take relationship. They want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it, and whatever the negative karmic consequences, and it doesn't matter what they are. So if this person's supposed to show up for you, and they're not going to show up for you, it depends on their mood, but they're expecting you to rescue them when they need help. So again, this one-sided relationship, and a person that acts like the victim, they're not really trying either. So it's almost like if you're to put your energy back into yourself, then this person acts recklessly. They want you to then come in and repair their life or pay more attention to them, or they're just manipulating you emotionally because of how they're living. And then they're not going to take responsibility. They're not going to take responsibility for their actions. And because they don't, that would keep you like bound to them, the way they think that you're going to continue to like fix them. This is a way that they don't really have to give you anything, but it keeps you constrained, thinking that you're not aware, because again, they've elevated themselves because of some outside element. And when I say that, it's either the car that they drive, the home that they live in, the people that they hang out with, the thing, again, monetary things, not because of this person, who they are. So again, you just always felt like they were trying to get over, and they're more into like creating attachments, and they do this by creating a lot of drama in the connection. So here it is. You feel like you're going to be in a connection with this person. What they're going to do, they're going to talk to a lot of other people. They're going to talk to a lot of other people, and they're going to talk to people that are actually on a lower vibration. And then they're going to drop your name a few times, and they're going to know that that person that's on a lower vibration is someone that is also very obsessive with them. And so now they're going to try and put this person in competition with you so that, you know, you like have to like prove your love for them almost. And they want to pretend that they don't know. They're going to act like the victim, but really they're creating that scenario, hoping that you'll fall prey and be their victim. And it's all by, again, creating a lot of drama. This is a way that they form like attachments of where they don't give anything. They're deceiving, but they get what they want, and this keeps them in a place of feeling superior. So it's a lot of drama. This is someone that is at the, I would say, the lowest vibration, because it's like they think it's like entertainment for them. It's the unnecessary, it's the passion. It's not just the passion, it's the drama. It's the drama combined with like that passion, that then this person's coming in and out of your life. They're intermittent manipulating you, which understand that creates brain damage, because the person is never allowing you to feel safe in the connection. And they're gaslighting. And the whole time they're going to act like they're more superior. So if you question it, then you're crazy. They're going to say that you're the troublemaker. But it's again, they're doing things to really, again, create a lot of havoc. And like this person has a long way to go before they can find what they really want in this thing. It's like they need a journey, that like to go on a journey that's going to help them to like heal and grow, because it's like they don't know what they want. It's like it's not that they don't have feelings, but listen, if I don't have to give you anything, then I'm not going to give you anything. It's like that's the energy there. It's almost like it's it's I'm not going to give you anything, and I'm going to wrap it up in a lot of passion and drama, which you'll always feel as if you're chasing this person. You'll never emotionally get what you need from this person. Yeah, again, like I said, you'd feel ignored, like your opinions, your values. the way that you feel just goes ignored, like you're like not even there. And again, the way that they would do it again is to exclude you by not making you feel included, right? Again, this is another emotional manipulative way. It's a way of stonewalling. It's a way of making you get, it's a way of gaslighting you to make you feel as if you're not that important. It's a way that so that they can dominate, so that they can control. And then, like, you ask, this, and and you knew this for a long time, Spirit's saying. You know why? Because the very first time that they did something and you called them out on it, they stonewalled you. They didn't apologize to you. The person that has a problem apologizing tells you everything. It's again, they didn't want to be blamed. It's again, they didn't want to hear it. It's again where you're like, after a while, you're like, you're not like I'm not the only person. You saw that you were getting so little, and that it's like you felt like this person was cheating. I feel like they were cheating, but it wasn't with any one person, and it wasn't any real meaningful connection. It's the illusion that this person loves. They like to seem as if they're so desirable, that they're so important, that, and that's easy to do if you are talking to 10 different people, right? You got 10 people pining for you because, again, the way that this person weaves in and out of everyone's life and keeps it real surface. Well, they're dealing with people on a lower vibration, usually, that don't know their worth. They'll go to everybody. That it doesn't mean that they'll just go to lower vibration people, but unfortunately, there's more lower vibrational people that don't know their path. There's a lot of people out there that are hurt, that want love. They're not on a lower vibration because they're mean. They're on a lower vibration because they don't know their worth. And because of that, this person, like, they deceive. So they trick. They'll come in as one person, but that's not who they are. It's a lot of negative energy. It's a lot of deceiving. It's a gaslighting. It's to keep you stuck in a lower vibration. This again is what we call a karmic contract. This is what attachments are made up of. So again, what happened over time is with you, you wind up not becoming more like emotionally connected to this person. No, what happened was it started to affect like the way that you saw this person, like where at one time this past life karmic mate was, again, you were obsessed with them. You thought about them all the time. Like you were like, wow, this person, you know, because they portrayed, a certain like way about themselves. And I feel like they weren't so outright disrespectful. They just portrayed that they were always busy, possibly because they had their own business. Again, they just made it look like they had this life that was better than yours. And so what it is that over time, you saw how this person really was, not the mask that they were wearing, but actually who they are. And it all started without getting an apology. This person thought that they were going to stonewall you. They thought that they were going to be able to act more superior, like know your role, push you in your fucking place. Like, who the hell are you? Like, they wanted to seem superior. That's not going to work for someone like you. And all the gaslighting and manipulation created such intimacy problems because it destroyed the innocence of the connection, which the innocence is where the trust is, right? When it's a soulmate, and the person feels like home. Well, that's the first thing. So there's a fine line between love and hate. There's a part of you that you're like, I see right through the illusion of who you are. It was long before you cheated on me. It's like the cheating was just, you weren't getting enough of a reaction from just stonewalling me. So of course you had to take it to the extreme. And now in that you're in, you have people connected to you, but they're not of any value. And you're not going to give anything. And it's like, meanwhile, it's like your thoughts, your feelings, everything, your emotions were always being judged by this person. And you actually saying something about how this person's treating you disrespectfully, they're going to say that you're judging them. So we see a lot of projection again. And so then the person's complaining that there's a dry spell, like there's no sex, you're not. And you're like, you didn't create the intimacy, you destroyed the intimacy. You've done everything and everything to try to control and manipulate that to the point that I feel unsafe. This is you. You're like, and you don't want to give time. Everybody else gives time. And really, you got to a point where you're like, I feel like I have suffered enough mentally. Like it's like starting to affect me. Um, where because you could like to keep life upside down like you're like for me it's like you don't want me to feel safe, you don't want me. No, this person wants to utilize your energy for what they want, and when they're done with you they want to be able to dispose of you. Do they know that that's what they do? um I feel like this person feels empty. They're lost. They don't know who they are. Again, they were burned a long time ago, and because they were burned a long time ago, they treat everybody like a conquest. It's like it's almost like this is how they lead. They can't help it. And so we can look and see what this person feels. And sometimes, like, believe it or not, what you're going to see is a completely contradict. Like, what they do, but it doesn't mean that you should be with this person regardless. It's like, this person needs time. Like, again, they need time to heal. And that's really what it is. It's like this person it's not that they don't find you attractive, they do, but they don't know what they want. And they don't know what they want because they have too much healing. So it's not about being a soulmate. You know, it's not about that. It's about, this person doesn't let go 100% of other people in their life, and they don't want to give up. A relationship's equal, it's give and take. You're not going to settle for less. This person needs to be in control. So, like I said, they don't know what they want because, hey, I've only had bad relationships. Number one. Number two, I don't want to give and take. I want to be in a relationship that's one-sided, is what you see. You know, um, I don't really feel like this person, like again, like there's so many like no, it's like this person will can always put in obstacles. They'll always put in obstacles. They'll always get in their own way. They'll always do that. It's like, do they mean what they say? No, a lot of times they will not, because but they're reacting, and they're reacting from that trauma. So there is they play too many games. They can't help it. It's like it's not about feelings. What it is about that this person just needs to do the healing. It's like I look and we can look into deeper, which is like again, this person, it's their comfort zone. It's their comfort zone. When they try to leave their comfort zone, it's that unless they have new habits, new behaviorisms where they're strong within themselves, they will always revert back to that because they get bored within relationships. So they don't like to keep it surface. They give into temptation because they're not strong within themselves. It's all about the family karma. You might say, why did you attract this person? And what is this person? Well, past life karmic mates come into our life to help us break family karma. So again, what we say is again, this person was impossible. It's again, yeah, they were soulmate, but all we see is a person that was like in a very low vibration, someone that wants to dominate, someone that wants to control, someone that doesn't know what they want. So it doesn't mean that they're not attracted. It says they're attracted, but they're fragmented. So they're attracted, but they're disassociated from the emotion. So they don't form the appropriate attachments. So the family karma for you would be growing up in an environment where a parent was avoidant, because this person's avoidant. They don't want to deal with anything. Again, they'll continually project and put the blame back onto you because they don't really know what they want. So again, the family karma, we have to say, what are the inner child wounds? Because then we get to see how those karmic themes continue to play out, within the connection. What did you need to reparent? What maybe there's a gift. Maybe it's not just a wound. Again, being that this person kept you isolated and didn't give you anything and wanted to treat you as if you were nothing and act like they were more superior in the way that they dealt with you, all because they were burned. Well, man, they had a lot of free time. What did you do during that free time? Like, you didn't stick around for this. I mean, you could have stayed, but you would have gotten more abuse. So that's why you left it. So that's a sign of, hey, I love myself more than this, which is positive. So card number one, hope. Card number two, source. Card number three, lies and secrecy. Overwhelmed. Crafts and creativity. So funny because I said what? I said wonder. Like I kept saying, like, what would be the reasoning that you would attract this person into your life? And so far, we only getting positive cards. Like we're not getting any negative cards. Okay, so here's one, abandonment. So what? But that, like, I mean, look, wonder, creativity, hope. I mean, overwhelmed in lies and secrecy, isn't that great? But we see a lot of gifts here. Like we see a lot of gifts out of like three and three, half. It was plus six. And so, yes, not having parents. Abandonment can mean again that one parent was an alcoholic, one parent like went to jail. I feel that for somebody. One parent got themselves into a lot of trouble all the time, whether it was in bad relationships and just one parent got married often. So life was overwhelming. And again, there was just things that you didn't talk about. It's like you were made to believe that everything's fine, but life at home was very overwhelming. It's like, so again, the secret could be again what that parent was doing, or again, whatever the dynamic was, but you were made, it was overwhelming emotionally for you because in the fact that that parent was dealing with either a drug addiction, a bad relationship, a toxic relationship, no money. They could, again, whatever their trauma was, they were not there for you. And so, as a child, you had to make grown up decisions, and that's very overwhelming. And you're not going to give up your parents. You're told to always make it look like everything was fine. Again, don't air your dirty laundry out. Everybody knows that one. So, again, to live the lies and the secrecy, but understand, Spirit said you did learn how to get through those traumatic times. I feel like you had hobbies, you had interests that you didn't really feed enough, but it's again, you could keep yourself busy. And in that other time, again, the child that survives thrives because in that quiet, in that survival mind is where we find source. Because again, God is always there protecting you through your gut, intuition, inner knowing. You're guided. So you know how to live your bliss. You know how to just live through the higher self, the God part of self, which is the intuition. So again, that you're called to do that, but understand you live safe. So source at one time kept you safe. That intuition, that claircognizance kept you safe. The same energy, that claircognizance, which is that ESP connection through the heart and mind, that you have this connection with this person. Well, let me tell you something. It was that intuitive guidance that made sure got you away from that person and led you to your soul's path, which again, which is where we really are connected with source. So it's not what goes on in your environment, it's the fact that you're still strong because emotionally you are again co-creating with source. You are embodying the energy of unconditional love. So whatever this person threw out you, they couldn't. They couldn't take you down because again, you're in this high connection and it's all because you had hope of a better life. And so Spirit says now it's about finding all the other wonders within you. Go out into the world and see the wonders of the world. What's going to inspire you? What's going to stir up your soul? Again, this is all about you creating yourself to become a new self. So you really do clear family karma. This person sees what you're doing. They do have a spiritual connection, but they haven't done the work. So they just kind of want to come in after they abandoned you and kept you overwhelmed and say, oh, well, and come in and lie and really deter you from what you're doing. Where Spirit says, no, in order to reparent, you embody your crafts and creativity again, where you're again that hobby that now turned into like more than a hobby. And now it becomes a passion and it becomes something that can sustain you. It's again where you're connected to source. You're becoming yourself. You're finding the wonders in you, the wonders of the world. You're not going to again stay in a place of being overwhelmed because this person chose to abandon you. You already knew that because you already were abandoning childhood. So you know how to take care of yourself. You're like it didn't mean that it didn't bother you that this person did what they did, but it didn't crush you the way that they expected. And there are bigger things on the horizon for you where Spirit says, well, first of all, this connection was just a stepping stone to help you again to heal, to restore your energy back to a place of unconditional love from those fragmented inner child wounds. You had to use your voice. God created the world with his voice. You too create the world with your voice. Being in a connection where you are abandoned again and not setting boundaries. You might say, I used my voice, but it was ignored. It doesn't matter. It's you used your voice and then you did what you needed to do. Spirit saying, so that you can again listen to the calling of your own soul. Spirit says that's going to lead you to infinite possibilities, but only until after you alchemized that negative energy. It's again, this negative energy from childhood was blocking you from manifesting, from seeing your truth, from again, with Spirit says a whole world is out there. Like, why would you want to go back into a situation that would make you feel again like you had to suppress who you are? You don't want to do that. Spirit says that's again, no, like this person didn't earn their time. Yeah, they're going to act as if they regret it. But what you know is it's like they'll act however they need to get what they want. They can show emotion when they feel like it. And that's very narcissistic. You already don't trust this person anymore. So Spirit brought you this person to help you alchemize that negative energy. And we end off with freedom through faith. You calm your thoughts and rise above fear. Free yourself of all the doubt by entrusting your doubts to God. Have faith in God's perfect timing and placement and trust his will to find freedom. So I feel like family karma keeps us chained to, you know, the traumas that our families endured, the habits and behaviorisms that keep us bound to the experiences that we don't really want to experience because we've transcended them already. We've learned them. So Spirit says, faith is the bridge that connects you to what we, sow to what we reap. So understand it's like the faith is in the fact that God takes care of everything as long as you are in alignment with the energies of unconditional love, which is the energy of the universe. When you are in alignment with that energy, again, you're not just in the alignment with the energy of the universe. That's when you are really seeing your supernatural energy work through the universe. You're able to see your true potentiality, who you truly are. So this person is a karmic and they see what's happening for you, but they would rather like almost like betray you instead of you having your moment almost, because it's whether they consciously would know it or not. Because again, that narcissist feels empty. The way that they need fulfillment is for you to heal them, for you to put your energy onto them. Where the spirit's saying it's like that you don't need help from anyone, that this is all about you. This is all about you having the faith and proving that, and you prove it through embodying that. And it's not to reach out to get help from other people. It's about, again, releasing the limited beliefs that kept you in a place of limitation and accepting that type of energy into your life. It's like it's their karma that they don't get to be with you. And so that you again get to just evolve into a higher state of consciousness and really become the magnet of unconditional love so that you will be abundant in all areas of your life. That's really what it is. When the karmic comes in your life like this, they're trying to, stop that. It's like it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you, but they're so wounded they need for you to stay in a low vibration in order for them to feel adequate. For them, they don't want to see their self-image any different. So it's to remember that it's not about you, it's about them, but you have to love yourself enough a lot of times to be able to see the difference. Because this person, like I said, there's someone that is real shady, but you saw it. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.